Anyways, today we are going to be reviewing Match Week 2 and doing a preview of Match Week 3 of the Premier League. Let's just get into it. So the week started off here with West Ham versus Chelsea, and I knew it, you knew it, your grandma knew it. Chelsea plows. They hammered, get it? Smash like. They hammered West Ham. That's all that needs to be said. Saturday's slate, Tottenham with the upset against Man City. I did not see that one coming. You didn't see it coming. Your grandma didn't see it coming. Your dog didn't see it coming. So don't give me any of that. All right. Next game, Bournemouth versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. That was pretty expected, low scoring, but it is what it is. Next match, Brentford versus Aston Villa. I believe I said that was going to be a draw, but I'm not that shocked that Brentford actually won. I think people are very, very low on them, and I think they're a little better than people truly think. Next game, Burnley and Sunderland. I didn't see that one coming, but that's two relegation bound, probably, teams facing each other, and Burnley comes out with a 2-0 victory. So on to the next one. Last match on Saturday was Arsenal versus Leeds. That's once again another expected victory, not as impressive as Chelsea, of course, because Chelsea's just better in every facet, but still a big win for Arsenal. Sunday, Crystal Palace versus Nottingham, a 1-1 draw. I believe I said that would be a draw. I'm gonna have to go back and review the footage, but I'm pretty sure I guessed that one correctly. Next game, Everton versus Brighton. I didn't see that one come in. Might be Everton's number one hater. I think they're probably gonna go down this season, but my prediction's starting to look very wrong already the second game into the season, so that's never a good sign. Last match on Sunday, Fulham and Manchester United with the draw. Little did Manchester United know that would not be the worst thing to happen to them this week. So they're probably going to need a DeLorean for what's coming after this game. The last game, the only Monday game of Match Week 2, Newcastle versus Liverpool. Actually, pretty crazy game. Even though they had a red, they almost came back from down 2-0. But, you know, Liverpool, VAR pool. You like what I did there? They come out with the win, and yeah, that was all of Match Week 2's games. Let's get on to the important part, Match Week 3. Kicking it off with a game that I will unfortunately not be able to watch. The GOATs, Chelsea versus Fulham. Another London derby because in the Premier League, every single game is a London derby. So this one, although Fulham is better, we all know Chelsea's best team in the Prem, Europe, the world. That's just how it is. So this is probably going to be. I'll be nice and give Fulham a goal. I'll say 3-1. Our next game, Manchester United versus Burnley. Oh man. Get it? Manchester, man. Smash like. Where do I start with Manchester United? They are probably the worst team this century, facing the second worst team this century in Burnley. Now, as much as I would love to say that Burnley is going to win this, 5-0 or something like that, uh, I can't. I've still got to give Manchester United the win, even after that calamity last week against Grimsby. Give me Manchester United 2-0. Our third game of Saturday is Sunderland versus Brentford. Like I've said this a few times before, I think Brentford is a little underrated. I think people are a little low on them. And Sunderland showed they were good in the first game, but then they lost to Burnley, so I think it'll even out. And in the end, I'll give this one to Sunderland again. Give me 2-1. Tottenham versus Bournemouth. Tottenham showed they, might have a little something special brewing under Frank Thomas last week with the 2-0 win against Man City, but I do still think Bournemouth is on the up. I think this one might bring Tottenham back down to earth a little bit. I'll give it a 1-1 draw. Our next game, this might be the toilet bowl. Even though Man United versus Burnley is bad, this is probably the toilet bowl. Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Everton. Once again at 10. All these games are at 10. Much as I'm an Everton hater and I would love for them to lose, I think it'll be a draw. Both teams are pretty darn bad. This might even be a 0-0, to be honest. Our last game of the day, 12:30, Leeds United versus Newcastle United. Newcastle showed they had a little bit of fight in them in that game versus Liverpool, but still VAR pool, but still ultimately lost. I'll give them a bounce back game here, even I'll say in a big way. 3-0 Newcastle. We start our Sunday slate with Brighton and Hove Albion versus Manchester City. I think Brighton's a solid squad, but I think Manchester is going to be, they were a little embarrassed about that performance last week, and they're going to want to come back here, so I'll take 2-0 Manchester City. Nottingham versus West Ham. So, as you guys know, I am a Chelsea fan, so I watched the whole game last week, Chelsea versus West Ham. And yes, West Ham scored twice actually, but VAR ruled one of them out. They just looked horrible. The whole game, outside of the first 5 minutes, they looked horrible, but they still scored. Two, in fact. And I don't know how good Nottingham's going to be this year, so give me a draw on this one too, 1-1. Liverpool versus Arsenal. Too bad this isn't May, because this might be game of the year. This early in the season, though, it's hard to really tell how fit and how ready the teams are going to be. So I'll still I'll still give it to Liverpool here. I think they're a little more on top of it at the beginning of the season. Should be a good game. I'll give the win to Liverpool. Give me 2-1. And our last game, as there are no games on Friday or no games on Monday, this is all weekend. So our last game of Match Week 3, Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. So it is official. Eze has officially left. Is Crystal Palace going to be down on their luck because of that, or are they going to want to bounce back because of it? Well, I think Aston Villa is going to take advantage. It might be a close game still because I do like Crystal Palace, but give me Aston Villa 2-1. And that is all for this week's predictions. I did try to give an exact score for each game because I want to show you guys a table of my overall record and my exact score guesses throughout the season as we go on here. So I tried to give an exact score for every game to see if I can guess those correct or not. If I am the greatest Premier League mind on this side of the Atlantic Ocean, smash a like and leave a comment down below. Peace.